Okay, 3-140, computing the sum. Okay, so let's go ahead and work with A first. A is fractions. Okay, we notice that the denominators are unlike or they're different. So we need to have the same denominators. And how do we do that? How do we have the same denominators? Well, we have to use the giant ones. So we have to find the lowest common denominator or the lowest common multiple. Okay, so I know off the top of my head, but let's see. If we don't know it, how do we find it? Well, we'll just go ahead and list the multiples. Let's list the multiples 5. It's going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and so forth. For 7, okay, we'll have 7, 14, 21, 28, and we're going to keep doing this until we find a common multiple. And hey, look, right away I found 35. Okay, so that means we have to convert the denominators into 35. That's the lowest common multiple. That's the lowest number. That's the lowest multiple they both share. Okay, so we have -2/7. Okay, we have to get a common denominator of 35. So what do we multiply 7 with to get 35? Well, I know 7 times 5 is 35, so we have to multiply the top by 5 also. 2 times 5 is 10, and this is still a negative. Okay, this is still a negative because this was a negative, so this is also negative. For 3/5, okay, again we have to multiply by something to get 35. Okay, if we can't figure out right away for some reason, we can count up here. 1, this is by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And lo and behold, 5 times 7 is 35. Okay, so we multiply the top by 7. 3 times 7 is 21. And this is going to remain positive because the 3/5 was initially positive. But now we could add the fractions. -10/5. Oops, I'm sorry, this is a plus. Let's go ahead and fix that. Okay, so it's -10/5 plus 21/35. That's going to equal 11/35. Okay, 11/35. This starts at the negative of the number line and it goes to the right. Okay, and it's going to be 11/35. And we just add the numerators, right? This is -10 starts at -10, and add 21 more to get 11. Okay, so that was A. For B we have 1.4 plus -2 3/10. Okay, so we have to think about the fact that we're at the positive. This is 1.4 and this is 0. So it takes, we're going left now. We're going left to left 2 3/10. So this is 1.4 here. Okay, so we have to go another 0.9, and the reason I know that is because we could subtract 2 3/10 minus 1 4/10, because that's what's left over. If we start with this much, if we have to go to left 2 3/10, we're going from here to here 1 4/10. That means we have to go the rest of the way and we'll get 9/10. So we'll be at -9/10 here. Okay, -9/10. Okay, so that's B. So this is A right here, and B. C is -5 2/10 plus -8 39/100. And this is just like before. If we think about the number line, this is 0, this is -5 2/10, and we have to go left 8 39/100. Okay, so we're going farther away from the number line. That means that the values are decreasing, but the absolute value is increasing. So I'm just going to go ahead and add 5 2/10 and 8 39/100. Add a 0 there. 9, 5, and 13. So remember, we're going left or the value is decreasing, so we'll end up at negative 13 and 59 hundredths. Negative 13 and 59 hundredths. Okay. Finally for D, we have 3 tenths plus 4 and 29 hundredths. Okay, we don't know how to add a fraction in a decimal, so we will convert one. And we could easily convert the 3 tenths to a decimal. We know that there's 0 wholes and there's 3 tenths. There's no other hundredths. We can add the 0 if we want, but we really don't need to. There are 3 tenths. Okay, plus 4 and 29 hundredths. So when we add it up, we'll go ahead and line up the decimals. Add it, add the 0 there if we want. 9, 5, and 4. So the sum would be 4 and 59 hundredths. 4 and 59 hundredths.